Hi and welcome to A World of Words. I'm Vanessa and today I'm doing the writing rituals tag. So I was tagged by two people. I was tagged by Elliot from Elliot Brooks and Jessica from JLW Reads. So thank you both so much for tagging me. And this is a writing tag. If you could not tell by the title, I'm just going to talk about my writing rituals, which you want to know about because they're very exciting. Question 1 is, when do you write? What time of day or day of the week? I usually work best the earlier I write in the day, but I don't always wake up early, so any time from like morning to afternoon is usually when I am most energetic and most creative. And I can write at night. I have done it before, and I've always felt like super productive when I wrote at night, but I usually don't because I'm usually more tired and lazy in the evening. How do you seclude yourself from the outside world? You're kind of looking at it actually. I usually write in my bedroom or in this new office room slash filming room that we recently fixed up so that I had a space to work in. I am secluded here. No one really bothers me when I write. I mean, sometimes, but then I get back to it, so it's... How do you review what you wrote the previous day? Sometimes I'll just read through it and fix any misspelled words, any funky sentences. And sometimes I'll actually just start writing without even looking at the previous day's work. Because I do go by an outline, sometimes I'll just jump right back in at the next section because I know I already wrote what I wrote the previous day. What song is your go-to when you're feeling uninspired? I don't have a single go-to song with lyrics, but I do just listen to either the Narnia soundtrack or the Mortal Instrument soundtrack. Basically any from my favorite soundtracks to write to video that I did a long time ago. Those, when I turn them on, I know it's time to write, and so I usually can. If I really am feeling like I want it to be more exciting and more dramatic, sometimes I'll put in Two Steps from Hell, and their music is just epic, and so it kind of makes me more excited and makes my writing more epic as well. What do you always do? I.e. listen to music, read, watch YouTube, etc. when you find yourself struggling with writer's block. I think I mentioned in a blog that I don't really like to say I have writer's block because I feel like if I say I have writer's block, then I have like an excuse to just be lazy and be like, I can't write. I have writer's block. I am afflicted. It's an excuse to not write. So I don't like to say I have writer's block, but I actually do sometimes. I usually just don't write. I will work on YouTube videos and do other projects. Sometimes I will draw my characters and this will make me miss them and want to continue writing their story. Sometimes I'll actually just take out my phone and use the voice recorder and just talk to myself and talk it out and literally say, this is what I'm having problems with, this is why I'm having problems with it, and just, that usually works really well. And I should really do that sooner than I do sometimes. What tools do you use while writing? Aside from my computer, which I think is obvious one everyone has, I have these massive things that are my writing binders, so you can't even see it covering the title of the book. But yeah, these giant leather, or fake leather, I don't even know what they are. It's giant binders that I have one for each book. Oh no. Well, yes. What? Well, I have one for each book, and then this one is kind of like book 1 and 2, the whole series. It just has everything. It has my outline, it has character profiles, it has a lot of information. For one series, I actually have 2 of them because it's got a lot of stuff in it. So I have these monsters, and then I have, well, they're across the room now, so I'm not going to get it, but just regular notebooks that I call my idea notebooks. And those are basically like brain dump notebooks. Sometimes I'll write in them just because it's easier to write in a notebook than it is These things are kind of hard to write in because they're so unwieldy. And you would think that I would have a system of like where information is, but I don't. So sometimes I am looking for a piece of information and I have to go searching for it, and that's fun. What is one thing you cannot live without during a writing session? So aside from my computer or whatever I'm writing on, which seems obvious, taking a serious note, I have a wrist injury, so I have to wear these, you might have seen me wearing them randomly in vlogs and stuff, special braces so that I can write and not be sore or in pain the next day. I need them for any sort of typing or any drawing or basically anything that is any sort of strain on my wrists. I need to wear those. Also, on a lighter note, I have this little guy who I have named Lil Ghosty. Not little ghosty, but Lil, like Lil Sebastian, if you've watched Parks and Rec. Oh, can you see? Is it too bright? He changes colors. He cycles through a bunch of different colors. I don't know if he actually helps me or not, but I like the colors. He's really cute. So sometimes I'll keep him nearby while I'm writing. How do you fuel yourself during a writing session? I don't always eat while writing. I usually try to write after breakfast if possible. I do sometimes tend to get so involved when writing that I forget to eat or drink and then I'm like dehydrated. But I do fuel my creativity with music, as I answered in an earlier question. And the final question is, how do you know when you're done writing? For me, it's I either finish the scene that I'm working on, I get so hungry for a meal that I can't concentrate anymore, or I get to a certain word limit, in my case, because of my ongoing wrist injury condition. I can only write a certain amount before I will still get sore the next day, even with my brace. Like, it's not a perfect fix. I still have to limit what I do. So I have a word count that I can reach for the week. That is my cutoff. And that is it for the writing rituals tag. I hope that that was interesting to get a glimpse into my writing rituals. I know it's kind of fun to see other people's writing rituals because some people have really interesting and really specific things that they need to do. I'm not sure how interesting I am. I kind of just write and try not to make a big deal out of it. Who to tag to do this? I will tag Kayla from the BookTube Turtle because I know she likes to write, and I'm Katie from Katie's BookTube, who I recently discovered her channel. I know she's new to both BookTube and AuthorTube, and I tag her too. So I tag both of you guys and anybody else who writes and wants to do this tag. If you don't feel like doing the whole tag, please let me know some of your answers to the questions below, or if we have any of the same rituals. And please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I uploaded videos on Monday, plus the occasional surprise video, so please subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and hit the little bell notification icon if you want to be notified every time I upload. And as always, thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye!